Mother Nature can be beautiful and terrifying. Here are 5 times she showed just how uncontrollable she can be. We often think of our planet as a nurturing home, a place of serene landscapes and breathtaking sunsets. We build our cities, our lives, and our dreams on its surface, sometimes forgetting the immense raw power that churns just beneath our feet and swirls in the skies above. It's a power that operates on a scale far beyond human comprehension, a force that doesn't abide by our rules or schedules. Chapter 1. Deep beneath the stunning geysers and vibrant hot springs of Yellowstone National Park lies a threat of almost unimaginable scale, a supervolcano. Unlike the cone-shaped mountains we typically picture, a supervolcano is a massive depression in the Earth's crust, called a caldera, sitting atop a colossal chamber of molten rock, magma. The Yellowstone caldera is roughly 30 by 45 miles across. An eruption wouldn't just be an explosion, it would be a planet-altering event in hours. To understand the scale, we look back in time. The last full-scale eruption was about 640,000 years ago. That event ejected over 1,000 cubic kilometers of rock and ash. That's more than 400 times Mount St. Helens 1980. It left a layer of ash across most of North America, a geological scar scientists still study. If Yellowstone erupted like that again, the immediate consequences would be catastrophic. Chapter 2. We are familiar with the horror of tsunamis generated by earthquakes, but there exists another, rarer, and far more terrifying class of wave, the mega tsunami. These are not caused by the shifting of tectonic plates, but by a massive, sudden displacement of water, typically from a giant landslide or an asteroid impact. Unlike a regular tsunami that is barely noticeable in the deep ocean, a mega tsunami can start as a wave of truly unbelievable height, a literal wall of water that can reach hundreds of feet high or even thousands of feet high. The most well-documented example occurred on July 9, 1958, in Lituya Bay, a remote fjord on the coast of Alaska. A powerful magnitude 7.8 earthquake along the Fairweather Fault triggered a colossal rock slide, sending an estimated 40 million cubic yards of rock and ice from a mountainside crashing into the bay's narrow inlet. The resulting waves surged up the opposite slope, stripping it bare to 1,720 feet, taller than the Empire State Building. A hurricane is one of nature's most powerful engines, a swirling vortex of wind and rain born over warm tropical waters. But when conditions are perfect, it can grow into a megastorm, a Category 5 hurricane, the highest and most terrifying rating on the Saffir-Simpson scale. These storms are defined by sustained wind speeds exceeding 157 miles per hour. At this intensity, the wind becomes a destructive force capable of tearing well-built homes apart, snapping trees like twigs, turning everyday objects into deadly projectiles. The destructive power is not just wind, it's size and multiple simultaneous threats. A mature megastorm can be hundreds of miles in diameter. As it makes landfall, it pushes a massive dome of water onto land. The storm surge. In the worst cases, like Hurricane Katrina in 2005, surge exceeding 25 feet overwhelmed New Orleans levees, submerging 80% of the city and causing a humanitarian crisis. Irma sustained 185 mile-per-hour winds for a record 37 hours. Maria devastated Dominica and Puerto Rico, destroying power grids and triggering widespread landslides. When storms stall, they can dump feet of rain, like Harvey's 60-inch deluge over Houston. As oceans warm, scientists warn these conditions may become more frequent. On December 26, 2004, the Earth's crust off the west coast of northern Sumatra, Indonesia, ruptured with terrifying violence. It was a megathrust earthquake occurring where the Indian plate is sliding beneath the Burma plate. For nearly 10 minutes, the fault line slipped, producing a quake up to magnitude 9.3. It was the third largest earthquake recorded, making the entire planet vibrate by as much as 1 centimeter. It released energy equivalent to several 100,000 atomic bombs. The rupture stretched nearly 1,000 miles. In places, the seafloor rose by as much as 60 feet. That sudden uplift punched the ocean from below, creating a catastrophic tsunami that spread across the Indian Ocean, radiating in all directions. In deep water, it sped over 500 miles per hour, the speed of a jet, yet barely noticeable to ships. Approaching shore, it slowed and grew into towering waves. Aceh province, closest to the epicenter, was hardest hit. Less than 30 minutes after the quake, waves up to 100 feet crashed ashore, sweeping inland for miles. Entire towns were obliterated, a liquid bulldozer leaving mud and ruin. Wildfire is a natural part of many ecosystems, a force of renewal. But when extreme heat, prolonged drought, and powerful winds combine, a simple bushfire can explode into a megafire. An inferno so large and intense it becomes an uncontrollable force of nature. These fires can span millions of acres and burn for months. In the most extreme cases, they generate their own weather, pyrocumulonimbus, spreading fire with lightning and violent winds. The 2019 to 2020 Black Summer was a terrifying continental-scale event. Following years of record heat and drought, fires coalesced into massive complexes. 46 million acres burned, larger than Syria. Smoke circumnavigated the southern hemisphere, degrading air quality thousands of miles away. Nearly 3 billion animals were killed or displaced. Mammals, reptiles, birds and frogs, pushing species toward the brink. Entire towns evacuated under apocalyptic skies as fire walls, miles long and hundreds of feet high, bore down. Millions choked on hazardous smoke, a public health crisis far beyond the flames. At firestorm intensity, firefighting becomes defensive, waiting for winds to die or rain to fall. From the trembling ground of a supervolcano to the smoke-choked skies of a continent on fire, we have seen 5 moments where nature revealed its true, uncontrollable scale. These are not malicious acts, but the raw mechanics of a living planet, operating on principles far older and more powerful than humanity. Nature is a force of both creation and destruction, and we exist within that duality. If you found this meaningful, subscribe for more.